Be it resolved that Matt Bowen, 41 Summer Street, Fredonia, Colin Cobb, 49 Gardner Street, Fredonia, Adam Cope, 9440 Zam Road, Forestville, and Chad Sayers, 623 Grant Street, Dunkirk, are hereby hired as seasonal laborers to work with the Department of Public Works at an hourly rate of $7.50, effective immediately, subject to civil service rules and regulations. No other benefits are given.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Whereas bids for ferrochloride for the wastewater treatment were publicly opened and read on May 19th, 2010, as whereas Betsy Sly, Chief Operator of the wastewater treatment plant, has reviewed the bids and has recommended awarding the bid to Reserve Solutions, Inc., 600 State Road, Ashtabula, Ohio. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Reserve Solutions, Inc., Ashtabula, Ohio, is hereby awarded the bid for ferrochloride at a price of $430 per dry ton for the village fiscal year commencing June 1st, 2010 and ending May 31st, 2011.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Whereas bids for zinc orthophosphate for the water filtration plant were publicly opened and read on May 19, 2010, whereas Robert Lancaster, Chief Operator of the water filtration plant, has reviewed the bids and has recommended awarding the bid to A1 Applied Specialties, Inc., Pin Oak Parkway, Avon Lake, Ohio. Now therefore be it resolved that A1 Applied Specialties, Inc. is hereby awarded the bid for zinc orthophosphate for the village fiscal year commencing June 1st, 2010 and ending May 31st, 2011 at the bid of 75 cents per pound.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Whereas a proposed agreement dated April 16, 2010 was presented to this board from O'Brien and Gear Engineers of Blue Bell, Pennsylvania, to perform certain engineering services related to the Fredonia Reservoir Dam, and more specifically for the preparation of an inspection and maintenance plan at a total cost not to exceed $8,500. Now therefore be it resolved that said agreement is hereby approved with the additional agreement that if the plan is not submitted to the New York State DEC by August 6, 2010, that O'Brien and Gear would be responsible for any additional costs incurred by the village as set forth in the email dated May 19, 2010 from Mr. Bowers, from Mr. O'Brien and Mr. Gear, and be it further resolved that the mayor is hereby authorized to sign the agreement on behalf of the Village of Fredonia.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Anything further?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have one more.
We have
One more.
Be it resolved that Shane Carlson, Chestnut Road, Dunkirk, New York, is hereby appointed to the position of part-time police officer on an as-needed basis at a rate of $12 per hour with no other benefits effective June 1st, 2010, subject to all civil service rules and regulations.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Anyone else have anything?
Yes, I just want to, and correct me if I'm wrong, Christine, is this your last evening with us here on Monday nights? And I just want to thank Chris. How many years has it been? Six. But who's counting?
6 of the most wonderful years of your life.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to thank Christine, and we'll miss seeing you here. I know you won't necessarily miss being here, but we'll miss seeing you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
And I forgot the cake.
And cookies.
Right.
Yeah.
We're both,
I had
Candy bars
lava
downstairs
cake.
that they haven't melted.
Yeah, right.
I forgot the cake.
Anyone else have anything?
I do. Just a couple comments, if I may speak for the board. I'd like to thank, over the weekend we had 2 organizations helping the village, one being the Rotary Club of Fredonia, with Rich Ryan, the organizer, and the president, Mr. Britz, and their members planted all the flowers in our urns and around the village, with help from the Garden Club for the last 35 plus years that they assisted the village, so thank them. And then also organizations from Fredonia High School, Teacher Association, Students Key Club. I may be forgetting a couple, I apologize, but this is their annual event of cleaning Russell Joy Park. So they did that along with many of the teachers and students, so thank them too.
Right, and it was very timely because tomorrow begins the videotaping by CGI for a promotional video for Fredonia, so it's great to have had those things planted and taken care of just in time to have their picture taken.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Very nice.
great.
Charlie, hate to call on you like this. What time are activities for the Legion on Memorial Day? Is it 10 o'clock at the Legion?
I'm sorry, I don't have, I can't tell you which, we're going to start off at the WCA homes. And then we go to the cemetery. and the village park. But what rotation and what time, I just don't know that yet. I'm sorry. If I thought you were going to ask me, I would have.
I thought I put you on the spot. But everyone, I would wish everyone a happy Memorial Day, and check the times. I know they put on a nice service at 3 locations every year, and if you have time, stop downtown and work with the Legion as they do their services on Memorial Day.
I'd like to just remind people, the mayor and I did have the occasion to have lunch with a lot of people at Meals on Wheels this week.
Oh, that's right.
And it was just a wonderful, I'd like to remind people that everybody should be fed. And so if you have time to contribute, please feel free to call the Friendly Kitchen, see if they need a little help, or Meals on Wheels. A lot of kids are going to be out of school. The end of school is coming up. A lot of those kids don't get that extra meal during the summer. So if you have a little extra money or some canned goods, please donate it to them, because they can use it. Thank you.
Oh,
What, Sam? What?
pasta fazool?
2 weeks ago, Congress gave posthumously Alonzo Cushing the Congressional Medal of Honor. It was on the national news. Katie Kirk reported it. And Alonzo Cushing was a resident of the Village of Fredonia, a graduate of the Fredonia Academy. His parents settled here. He wasn't born here. He was raised here. And in the Civil War, he led up the charge against the Confederate forces, defeated them, took a shot in the stomach, held his stomach guts in, continued his forces forward to defeat the Confederates, took another shot in his head, died. And it's quite an honor that they recognize this Fredonia resident.
I didn't realize it
Well,
was already.
Sam, I'm going to be sure to give your name to the, whatever town in Wisconsin's historian, the 90-year-old lady who thinks, when she was
Yes.
interviewed by National Public Radio on Sunday, that I'm some sort of horrible interloper for trying to take credit for the village for his raising. And so if you get a chance, you want to check out NPR's webpage, there's a little interview with this woman, and fortunately, she doesn't name me by name.
That's been going on for a while, back and forth as to who could claim it. But the Cushing certainly, astonished everybody with their prowess during the Civil War, including his brother. Yep.
Including his brother.
Yep.
Whose monuments I was.
Right.
That's what I like about William. He got thrown out of the academy, West Point, but then they used him very effectively in the Civil
Yes.
War.
Lincoln liked him.
Anything else for the good? If not, motion to adjourn.
Make motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.